Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are doing Hell Demon King. With a twist, we're using Megumin, and I've also got Darkness on the team because I would normally run Nalfmi as the taunt character for humans, but since she's out, I'm going to use her, because why not? So the first team is of course Megumin. We've got Violet, we've also got Nalzians, who's got our stun as well as a cleanse skill, and he also provides damage reduction and attack related stats, basic stats, standard stuff like that. And then of course we've got Darkness as well, who's going to be our taunt, and we're going to see how good she truly is. Also because I just want an excuse to use her in content. When it comes to the card set, we're going for the attack boost for every applicable ally, which is humans or unknown, so we get a 12% attack boost there. And then for the secondary team, we've got the normal sort of Sins team with, of course, Valentine's Day Diane, Demon King Melee, King, LR King for the cleanse, and then you've got also Gotha for the buff. I do need to make sure everyone's got the right gear on. Gotha does not have the right gear on. Wondering why his HP was very low. So that should put us... Yep. And then the other team is... Yeah, Megumin's not got UR attack crit. She's just using random attack crit gear that I actually use on Char, just to sort of give it like a test between the two. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here we go, on to Demon King. I forgot to mention I'm also running attack food as well, which is what I normally run. I want to see how this goes. I'm hoping it goes decently well. I'm so used to using like my normal sort of speedrun team with Skuld and my other team being a demon team. Can't even damage her. He can't damage her. This is sort of what I expected to happen, was the inability to take any damage. Yeah, that's good. So we need a buff, a debuff, and a stance, which we have all of those. So we're going to actually switch teams, because next turn he's going to play an AoE that will just remove my cards and disable my team, which I don't want to deal with, and the way to not have to deal with it is to have attack-related stat boost. That's the reason why we got this Diane here. Whenever she plays a skill, we get an attack-related stat boost, which is going to be quite handy. We'll get rid of this, and then we will AoE with melee just to start stacking up. Not bad damage from King. Melee's attack crit as well, just in case I need a secondary DPS later on. There we go. That's fine, Melee will cleanse some of these debuffs off, and then we'll get an attack-related stat boost as well. And this is the AoE that deletes skills and disables you if you don't have an attack-related stat boost. There we go, now I can switch back teams. I upgrade. This isn't the best run, but I do this. I then play this, and then I stance up her. There we go. There we go, and then Darkness stances up. There we go. Megumin's stats are looking kind of crazy. So she's going to lose the attack-related stat thing. There's not much we can do about that, but she does recycle it, so it's not really too big of a problem. I'm going to stick in with this team. I'm going to play that as well, and I'm going to play the AoE. I wasn't going to play in the single type, but I'm going to play the AoE. I'm still not sure if we can actually take damage with this team. I thought this team still might be too bulky. Nice one, Darkness. And now Megumin, this is the explosion skill. Holy damn! What? Okay. Oh, we got blackout. It's fine, we can still stance up. We're barely taking damage as well. That's delete, I forgot about that. It's fine, maybe we got some sort of useful skill. We should be okay. We got some level 2s. We can just kill melee here, but that damage was actually incredible. I was not expecting her to do that much damage. I'll move King, it's not really too big a problem. We're going to kill her anyway. There we go. But yeah, that was really... Bear in mind, right, that's a debuff skill. I was not expecting it to do... I was expecting it to do maybe like 300k. I'm not even going to lie. I was expecting 300,000 damage. 2 2s and a 3, we got that. Switch to this team. I'll merge it so we get not only Darkness' ultimate, but also that, and then we'll then also merge Megumin. And I've got Decoy up. Darkness is basically fully immune to disable because she's got a stance skill and her other skill is just not affected by disable, which is really handy. Really handy indeed. We can actually just play her ultimate, and what it will do is that it will Also, I just realized she's not also disabled. That means she also took no damage, which is kind of crazy. So we need to wait till next turn to play her skills, which is fine. Where we do a 3, a 2, and a 2. This should do decent damage. Also good for stacking the debuffs. And also we got an extra melee skill, so if we need to remove a stance, we can switch over to this team and remove a stance, which is pretty handy. There we go. And then we get the upgrade. Perfect. And then I can switch back teams to the Megumin team. I can then play the Cleanse, which will not only cleanse us, but then I'm also going to play her ultimate as well, so we get the HP boost. And then I think next turn is where I'm going to start dealing some damage. So we will... I want to keep the level 2s. I do feel like we might get something useful, so I'm going to keep the level 2s. Do this, it's going to debuff immunity as well as the HP boost, which is nice. Even Viola's doing not too bad in terms of damage. We didn't take much damage at all. And we full heal it. We basically just full heal straight back. That's the reason why Darkness is just so broken with the healing. Yeah, everyone's full health still. 2, 2, and a 3. This team got 2, 2, and a 3? Yeah, cool. So I'm not actually on that team, that does help. So we'll do... I don't want to do too much damage this turn, so I'm just going to do this. There we go. And I also trust the little team, and I want to sort of wallop it with it. See how much damage we can get done. I will only be a level 1 Megumin skill, but I still want to see the damage. There we go. So this should remove the immortality now. Yep, cool. How much HP you got? You got 4 million, okay. Bear in mind her AoE last time did 4 million damage. I do have quite high hopes. So we'll do this, so we'll get actually a quite nice boost. He's got 100,000 attack, what? Where's she getting the attack from? I wonder where she's getting this attack from. I know Nazians is providing with 30% attack related stats, but like... Yeah, Darkness has got a... She's... Wait, they haven't got a counter on her defense boost. Yeah, they've not put a counter on her defense boost, which is kind of odd. But that's fine, I guess. And then Viola's got 50k. Okay. Level 1. It's a level 1 power strike. I'm pretty sure. Is this also stance removal level 1? It is stance removal level 1. The AoE is surprisingly good in terms of damage compared to the single target. We also now have explosion, so we're going to do a lore accurate moment of just exploding the boss. I think he's going to stance up this turn though, which is a slight pain. No, he isn't. Okay, cool. What I might do is do the gimmick. That's what I might do. Whoop. And then this. Of course, if Megumin just doesn't just nuke it. That's really good damage. Like, for a character, that's a debuff skill. Darkness does no damage as I expected. Cool, now we got like a fully buffed Megumin. I want to hit it with the explosion. Can I turn the ultimate on? Please. I also give her... Wait, she's got the explosion buff now as well. She's 30% attack related stab. 198,000 attack. Oh my god. That's actually crazy. It also states where she's getting the buffs from. So, of course, that's from her. You've got that from Darkness. You've got that from Megumin. You've got all of these from Viola. And then you got the ones from Demon King as well. Of course, the buffs are better than what they should be. Because, of course, we have Viola, which makes buffs 1.5 times instead of the normal 1 times. So, a 30% becomes a 45%. Which is pretty handy. Of course, it doesn't work on buffs like these. It doesn't work on grey effects. It only works on the blue ones, which is fine. We will set up this. I'll do this, and then we'll hit it with an ultimate. 198,000 attack is crazy, though. It's one of the highest. I think it's the highest I've seen. I wonder where she's getting the attack from, because that's crazy. 20 million. Okay. That's unbelievable. I'm actually in shock. 20 million. Well, I understand, like, Char and Mazno can do crazy damage, right? They're doing, like, 11 mil or whatever, but she's 2.6. And that's sort of the 600% multiplier. Bear in mind, if I had her 3.6, I'd then have the 200% multiplier and the 200% boost, as well as the 700% multiplier, where you can get all the way up to 1,000% multiplier. Yeah, she's actually really good. I'm genuinely surprised. The single target isn't all that. I feel like it's meant to be more of a utility skill. And then the AoE, which is the newer skill, which would normally be your utility skill, is your big wipe skill. Bear in mind the explosion damage is 200%, and it explodes after one turn, which is crazy. Normally it's 100%, for one turn, and that's a level 2 normally. But yeah, generally impressed. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.